Hello, that is my episode 3 of Becoming a Simplimalist. But we go into the basics of the minimalist, which is a lot integrated in the Simplimalist. And I go step by step as you. People always say, what benefit does it have to become a minimalist? People find out the benefits after they're in it for a while, after they follow it for a while. And it has the simple saying, less mess, less stress, and it makes sense. Uh, and I said it in my previous videos, the less you have to clean, the more time you have to buy by yourself. It has emotional and physical health benefits as well. Because less stress, how many times do we wish we had less stress and didn't know how to compensate it and just compensated it or substituted it with something else for a moment, not paying attention what's really good for us, and just following the consumption of consumer goods, thinking they would make us happier, they would make us healthy or whatever it is, or make it more worth. Well, talking to others became a minimalist long time for me. It was an awakening where it is an organizational thing. You organize and structure your life work or work life experience. You do not overdo your work to fulfill some consumer expectations of friends, neighbors, or family. You go by what feels good for you. And with a Simplimalist, it's the same. We go with less items. But here I created the saying, minimize to optimize. Minimize the amount you have, but optimize the quality you have. Because quality is something, it feels good. Material quality, food quality, as well as emotional quality. And everything starts with the proper organization and decluttering. And when we don't have to hustle 10, 12 hours a day to fulfill financial obligations we think we have and we really don't have, besides the regular things that we need for life, what happens there? What really happens there? We have less worries, and less worries means more joy. And joy is an indicator of feeling from our own happiness more, way more. Also, with that goes less spending is more saving. Make sense? So the minimalists go by that. And it is actually a healthy pattern. People always ask me, how long does it take to become a minimalist and what are the rules? Well, I want to go to the rules first. The rules is to declutter your space. It starts from your bedroom to your closet, through the kitchen. And there is a statistic out, and I think it's pretty accurate. In the matter of we buy something and buy and buy and buy, that we use only 20 to 30% what we possess a week from everything we have. And that is really all we would need. And I hear all the time, but I need this on a holiday. Use it for one day. 365 days or 360 days or whatever it is, but way less use of that item you use for holidays. It just takes room. You just have to buy it. But when I need it. Before some of the items were invented, electronic mixer or whatever it is, we did it with less. Our grandfathers didn't have many of the kitchen utilities we have now, which they declared it to make the life easier. I can see that for the moment, but in the long run, I don't know about that. And it is also with our closet. So we have to really put our mindset there. What do I need to live? And what do I love to live? I just know from my personal experience and experience working with my clients, we all have in our closet the items we always go to because we love them. And we wear the hell out of them. And all this other just hanging there. When we thought, oh, that is nice. But I love it. That is nice. Or, oh, I kind of like this. We bought it. We bought it most of the time of an emotional reason to reward us at the moment. We got it home, we unwrapped it, we maybe wore it even. And a lot of my clients, not some of them, admit that they have items about a year ago they haven't even worn yet. Does it tell you something? If I love something, I want to wear it because I want to feel good. But it is just a closet. We go by standards, how advertisement, how society thinks it should be, or we want to feel part of them without not even being part of them. You know how many pair of shoes a person needs, and purses. I know that it is a hobby of my female viewers, purses and shoes, yeah, and some of the guys with their shoes too. But they really think, what does a shoe have to do with? First of all, the priority of a shoe is it has to fit and feel ultimate comfortable, number one. Second, it has to look good. And third one, it has to match with things I wear. So that's very, very simple. And the minimalists also go and say, if I can reduce my monthly expenses, maybe I can change job or even work from home or for myself and do something I really love. Now that is a decision. We have to think about it and plan it. And here I come to the second question, which is how long does it take to become a minimalist? It's like a snowflake. They all look like snow, but every flake is different if you look at it under a microscope. And there's people, they do it in 3 months, and for some people it takes to a year before they get in and they hang up it, how to do it, and that's also emotional. Important to know that it can take longer than 3 months. 3 months is very, very seldom. It's really very seldom. And it's most of the time a single person with no obligations, with no family. They can do it really fast for themselves, pack their stuff up and donate or sell the items that are neat and minimize it. And also, it doesn't mean we have to move to a smaller space. No, it means we make space in the space we're in. And then the space becomes bigger. And that's important. Space. We need space to live. But we also can create the space to live in the space we're in when we have less items, when we have less distracting us and taking our time and our joy, because we have to clean it, we have to dust it, we have to wipe it down, whatever we have to do. And when we go over the year, or even over a month, and count the time it takes to have a clean environment, adds up. So having less is more quality. And we all love quality, don't we? It is such a difference. I can have 3 items in high quality and feel like a millionaire, like $1,000,000. That's why I always say, look for something you love. Don't let some magazine dictate you what you should love. No, make sure you love it. And we go more into it in my next video.